Hey guys, back with another video. I hope you are having a great day. This is Vigor Warriors 2 in the 1% Club. And I appreciate all the comments that you guys have made, all the types of questions. I'm going to focus on another one here. The last one I talked about with marriage, I wanted to shout out to Christian, who gave me a nice question with that. And as I look back at the question, I don't think I totally answered it, but I will kind of say this to kind of follow up a little bit with this, that when you're on your plan and when you're on retention, you're basically going to pick the kind of partner that you want to help you. And so it doesn't necessarily mean you're not going to be able to procreate with that person, or to even at times, there's ways to actually have intercourse without releasing too. And there's nothing wrong with that if you find a person that is actually somebody that you want to be with. I certainly am in an extreme case of monk mode, but how you handle that is up to you. But here's what I want to say, is that if you're on your retention plan, Christian, and you're sitting there and you're looking for somebody, you got a better chance to find that person because you're looking at that person as a person, not as an object. You're not caught up with all the images and all things out there and the temptation to look at people as objects and not treat them as people, as women in this case. And I think, Christian, that's the whole key to it. And so as you look at this type of thing, I think it's important to kind of follow your goal. Now that's going to lead me into this next one. And I want to say, Kraft, I'm going to try to respond back to you. So thank you for the comment as well. And once again, I have a bunch of them that I want to kind of focus on today. But Kraft and Christian kind of had some good questions here. So hopefully, Christian, I answered that one a little bit. Your wife is going to have to understand this. And hopefully, if you find someone who does, then you're all set, because you realize that, intercourse, between married people is wonderful, but it's not the only thing. I've been married for almost 30 years, and I can tell you that it's something that was wonderful, especially having children, but it's not the most important thing. The most important thing is helping you become your better self. And that person's helping you, and you're helping them. So hopefully, Christian, I answered that. If I didn't, please comment again. I'm happy to kind of address it some more. Kraft, you had a good point here, and I'm going to drive a little bit as I'm talking, but you had a good, interesting question about purpose. Now, I responded back to you, and I had said that I am not an expert on this. I do counsel students. I'm not really an expert, but I've counseled students over the years and helped them with their purposes and trying to get their goals and all kinds of stuff focused on. But the question then is looking at purpose. And when you see purpose, the question is that you want to stay on your purpose, you want to stay on your goal, but what do I mean by that? What do I mean by that, right? So it took many years for me to actually figure out that my purpose was not to be a business tycoon, not to be someone who is in high levels of college administration, to be in politics, all the things that I had tried and did things over the years that, I had some level of success with, and I was also making some good money with that stuff. But that's not the purpose. And I think you have to kind of look at yourself from an honest perspective and connect. You're going to need to connect with, in this case, I'll say connect with God in prayer and meditation over the years to kind of figure out what is the purpose that God has for you. Now, to do that, you have to really be at full force. You have to have all your energy within yourself. And I didn't do that for many years. I think part of the problems that I had was the whole idea that I was not retaining on a consistent basis, and I really was lost, trying to go from one thing to another. I thought, well, the key thing, and having a young family at the time, this makes sense. You want to make as much money as you can to support and give your children the best opportunity they can to succeed. And my kids are all doing well, and they're succeeding, and that's all good and well. And I think that's the reason I did that a long time ago, for my wife and family and the kids. But I took jobs, and I was doing things that I really did not like doing. So I hated getting up in the morning. I hated going to work. I hated being on call 24/7 and doing those type of things that I didn't really want to focus on. So as I'm doing this type of stuff, I wanted to kind of make sure that I was doing things that were very positive and doing things that now are things I want to do. And so as time has gone on, I have focused more on saying, okay, I'm going to break away from this shell of things and saying, okay, I'm just going to do things because of the money, or I'm just going to do things no matter how much I hate these things, I'm doing them. And I've gone away from that. And so as time has gone on, the idea of retention gives you the ability to think a lot clearer. And I guess that would be the whole thing, Kraft. If you're thinking a lot clearer, you now have a better opportunity to kind of see the things that you like doing compared to things you don't like doing. I always recommend that you have to live with passion. You have to be someone who has got a job that has passion. Whether you like to write books like my daughter does, or whether you like to work on cars like some of my friends do, work on construction like my son does, it doesn't really matter, because if you enjoy it like I do. Now, I enjoy helping people. It took a long time for me to figure out that my purpose really was to help people, whether it's tutoring, math, physics, whether it's tutoring, talking about retention, talking about communication abilities, relationships, those type of things. This is what I enjoy doing. And as a result of that, hopefully you guys get a lot out of that. So I basically are doing, that's my purpose. Now, when we talk about this, it's hard to make money at the beginning when you don't really know your purpose. And this is what I think a lot of young people struggle with. And I know we have a lot of younger people in the audience listening to this. You have to go ahead and kind of write down type of things that you like and don't like. That's the best option I can give you as you're starting out. Kind of try different things out. But also don't forget about the hobbies you have. If you're focusing on your retention plan, and when I say purpose, I really mean retention. Now from that comes your goals and your hobbies, all the things you should have and should be doing along with being on your retention. If you're on your retention, you're going to be a lot more positive. You're going to be a lot more goal setting with things you're doing. And this will allow you to be able to kind of say, okay, these are the things that I like. These are the things I don't like. And I'm going to try to build as many skills as I can. I believe in being very diverse. So I believe having a lot of money in different types of investments. I believe in having a lot of skills. So as you build more and more skills, you become more viable, so that if something falls apart like it did with the situation we've had over the last year and a half, then you have other things, options to work on. And those type of things you can fall back on in case you need those. So a person who has a lot of those options, just like you do with males and females, if you have a lot of options and you're thinking in terms of abundance, you're going to be able to find something else. And something's going to fall into place for you as you keep searching and working for those type of things. So Kraft, I think, is a great question. I'm not an expert because I basically kind of found my way over a number of years. But I would say this. Find something that you feel passionate about. Look at things that you have a passion about and that you can really kind of say, I love doing this. And you'll probably end up finding your present or future job because of that. And I think that's kind of the key in a lot of the type of situation we have here. So as you focus on this, focus on all the benefits of retention. And one of the benefits is having a focus and focusing on your life and being able to be strong and being able to kind of know who you are and get to know yourself better as time has gone on. And because of that, what you'll end up doing then is looking at plans and things that you do that are positive within things that you're doing. So hopefully this kind of answers question, Kraft, but the idea really is to use retention to focus. Don't chase, after women. Don't be thinking about that kind of stuff. Focus on yourself, on your goals, and hopefully what will happen is that as you do your plan of retention, the purpose for yourself in life will come through. And I think through prayer, meditation, however you end up doing it on your own, those things will end up happening, and you'll be a lot more positive. All right, so hope this helps. Thanks again to Christian for the question on marriage, and thanks again for Kraft on the question you had, and I hope I answered those. So until next time, battle on, guys. Battle on.